On Wall Street today, a day every bit as volatile and mixed as Cleveland's weather. The Dow fell 138. The Nasdaq scored another record high on record volume, up 38 points. And you know, as tough as it is motoring around town in this weather, you got to keep in mind that a lot of people and a lot of things actually benefit, right?
Yeah. Snow acts as insulation. There was a song by Bobby, what's his name, saying, oh, she went out and she uncovered this. Keep the snow, provided it's not bending down your little bushes there, but keep the snow around because it protects the vegetation. If you had a bitterly cold winter with no snow, it would do a lot of damage to the tender.
What's the name of that song?
Oh, Bobby Yarborough.
Bobby.
Well, anyway, we'll work on that. And I thought you knew every song ever written, Tim. We're looking at snow, and I'll tell you, down at the City of Green, Akron-Canton Regional Airport, I know where that is. Down here, they're getting a moderate burst of snow, visibility 1 mile. And out here, where again we had the report from Bob Sauer in Ravenna Township, he figures they may have had a little over a foot of snow down there, and I really don't doubt it, because once lake effect takes over and it's potent enough, it can send these streamers inland. Okay, that'll take care of that. We're looking at the temperatures now. I've got a new genie. It says IntelliCode. Why I'm using it, I don't know. But anyway, I'll do the best I can. 17 currently here, 7 Chicago. But again, the wind chill bears watching. 20 below in Chicago. Cover as much flesh as possible. Folks, you really need to feed the birds with a snow cover and take care of the outdoor critters. I know, I hit you over the head all the time with that. Have pity on the outdoor animals. They'll survive if you give them shelter and food. Overnight lows are here between 0 and 10 above, but up here we're at minus 30, and the forecast highs tomorrow won't go above 0 there, and we'll be somewhere in the teens. And if we take one more look at the moving radar here, we will see here, and coming off of Lake Michigan, we've got some snow. Other snows are out there. If we could go to the forecast now, we will do that, and we shall see that for tonight, we will have lake effect flurries, the Arctic chill settling in, the northwest wind gusting at times, here near Lake Erie at least, near 30 miles an hour, wind chills going to 20 below, overnight low on the thermometer about 8. Any further snowfall would be here and there and not everywhere. The synoptic snow is gone. We're into the lake effect pattern. Coating to even locally an inch could fall anywhere tonight into tomorrow morning. Out of the snow belt locally again, you could, and nobody can pinpoint this, you may see, it's up to the wind, the whim of the wind. Overnight tonight into and through the day tomorrow, thank you, Tim, could see half a foot to even locally more than that. And the high tomorrow 18, low tomorrow night near 0, even below 0 possible. I think a bit of a break on Saturday early on. Snow possible in the area Saturday night into Sunday, but I think it would be a minor event. If the low stays south, you'll have to stay up on that. At 10 o'clock tonight, we'll show you where the clouds are in case you want to view the lunar eclipse, and it'll begin totality at 11:04. It'll last for over an hour.
All right, Bobby Goldsboro.
Bobby Goldsboro. And what was the name of the song, Tim?
You asked me who the songwriter was. You didn't say.
Okay, Riz, you're good on that.
Was it Honey?
Honey,
okay.
All right.
Bobby Goldsboro.
Now we know.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dick.
Okay.
Well, when the weather turns bad, as it has, keep it tuned to Fox 8. We are your official school closing station. You can count on us for your school closings. They've been at the bottom of the screen all evening. We'll have more for you tonight on Fox 8 News at 10.
And join us tonight at 10 for these brand new stories. A local police chief facing sexual harassment charges, and this isn't the first time. We'll have the very latest. And pit bulls, these sometimes vicious dogs, are becoming the latest status symbols. But wait until you hear what's being done to calm them down. The shocking report tonight on Fox 8 News at 10.
As Hillary Clinton campaigns in the New York Senate race, she's being dogged by questions about the stability of her marriage to the president. But in Buffalo, a radio talk show host asked the First Lady point blank whether she'd been unfaithful to her husband. Mrs. Clinton said no and later stated that such personal questions are very inappropriate.
It's fair or unfair. It is on some people's minds, but most of what people talk to me about is the state of their families and their jobs and their schools and their health care, and that's what I'm going to be talking about throughout the campaign.
Yesterday, Hillary Clinton said she expected her 25-year marriage to the president to last. Also yesterday, we asked if you were Mrs. Clinton, would you stay married to the president? 56% of feedback callers say yes, they would. 44% say no, they'd get out of that relationship. Our thanks to everyone who called in.
And there is more to come as Fox 8 News at 6 continues.
It is snowy and downright frigid out there tonight. Dick's latest forecast right after the break.
JT here with Casey Kasem. Tag Team Sports is straight ahead with a look at Ohio State's biggest game of the year. It's the Buckeyes and the Spartans preview.
I'm not sure if it was honey or not. Plus, wait until you hear what the NFL fined Randy Moss for this little incident. And what does that mean for Orlando Brown? Well, I smell a discussion.
Coming up tonight on Fox 8.
The Fox Thursday movie is taking it to the max with Maximum Van Damme, the world broadcast premiere. Maximum Risk.
Don't miss the broadcast premiere of Maximum Risk starring Jean-Claude Van Damme. Tonight at 8, followed by Fox 8 News at 10.
To get around these parts, they say you need dogs. Good thing I got my Subaru Outback. With loads of cargo space, toasty seat warmers, and the added traction of full-time all-wheel drive, it's the perfect way to get around. Even when you're way out here. Now, as for the dogs, they're not much help if you ask me. Outback, the world's first sport utility wagon.
Stop by your Northern Ohio Subaru dealer and receive one free lift ticket voucher to Boston Mills or Brandywine Ski Resort.
Has your money been lying around in some passbook account earning next to nothing for the past 4 years? Time for a wake-up call. With a Passbook Plus from Dollar Bank, you could have been earning 5% APY. So open a Passbook Plus account and keep your money from sleeping on the job.
Thank you for making me smile. You've been a friend for a long, long while. You make me grin wide as a mile. Thank you for making me smile.
There's nothing like a beautiful new smile. After braces, your new smile can make you more confident. Ohio Orthodontic Specialists is making children and adults smile throughout Northern Ohio. To get started, call 1-800-4-BRACES.
This place is wonderful.
What did you expect? This is New York.
This is Governor George Pataki, inviting everyone to learn to ski or snowboard with the New York State Learn to Ski 1, 2, 3 program.
Dude.
Dude?
Dude?
Dude.
Dude.
Dudes.
Dude.
The new Ford Focus. Smooth ride, smooth price at your local Ford store.
It is showdown night with Tag Team Sports, everybody. John Telich and Tony Rizzo taking on all comers.
And tonight's showdown is in Columbus, where Ohio State takes on Michigan State in a crucial Big Ten battle. How about a sellout crowd and a national television audience? They'll all be on hand at Value City Arena tonight as the two Big Ten giants square off. MSU 3-0 in the Big Ten, the Buckeyes 3-1 plus. This game will feature two of the best point guards in the country. Mateen Cleese for the Spartans, Scooty Penn for the Buckeyes.
I am excited to play in a game like this. You have a good guard, and Scooney, good player, Michael Redd, and it's going to be a challenge for us.
You lose two, you kind of find yourself falling towards the bottom of the Big Ten, so we got to stay on pace and keep winning games.
And we're going to have to go down there and be ready to tie our shoes up and just get out there, and it's going to be a war.
War it will be, and we'll have highlights tonight at 10 o'clock. To the Cavaliers, there is no such thing as a comfy lead. The team has shown disdain, I say disdain, for being in front, and what usually happens is the team finds a way to turn a lead into a loss. It happened last night at the Staples Center in Los Angeles, California. A 15-point advantage got the Lakers to thinking, gang, we got those Cavaliers right where we want them. So L.A. satisfied the folks in the $1,100 seats by coming from behind to win. It's the 12th time the Cavaliers have blown a lead of 9 or more points.
Wow.
Tomorrow night, the Cavaliers will meet Golden State out on the coast.
All right, after a frustrating season with the Cowboys, Deion Sanders ready for another challenge. Cincinnati Reds signed Deion to a minor league contract today with an invite to spring training. Now, the last time Primetime played the majors, how about back in 1997? He hit .273 with 56 stolen bases in 115 games for Cincinnati. No word yet on what the Cowboys think of all this. Of course, that's Deion's NFL team. Jerry Jones was scouting college players at the Senior Bowl.
That's right. He's the general manager. He's the owner. He is everything there. Okay, well, a little bit of H2O is costing the Vikings all-pro receiver a lot of dough. Randy Moss was fined $40,000 today by the NFL for spraying an official on Sunday. Moss was complaining about the officiating, but felt he could make his point better by squirting his water bottle at the official. Moss earlier this season was hit for $10 grand for verbally abusing a referee. Now, you know, Riz, I could make a big silly joke here and say that they'd held off making this ruling because they heard that in his youth he had a very bad experience with a water cooler.
And who would you be referring to,
Well,
John?
obviously, I'm being facetious, but we're talking. What's going on with this Orlando Brown deal?
No
Why
idea.
Has there not been some kind of a ruling?
Well, I talked to the Browns today, and apparently the league is very busy right now with the Bill Belichick crisis and the New York Jets ownership deal. So the Orlando Brown thing's been put on the back burner. But, John, you are right. This is the story that will not end.
Right.
Find this guy, suspend him, and let's get this over with. I can't imagine what they're waiting for. And if they're waiting to find out whether or not he's ever going to play again, I'm going to go out on a limb and say he'll be okay.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of concern early, Riz, but I think it's going to come to the point where Zeus is going to be able to play football. But maybe the NFL is just worried that the legal beagles are going to come down on them. There's going to be some kind of a lawsuit. That's the only thing I could think that would keep the NFL from acting. There you saw it. We've seen it a gazillion times. He pushed an official. He shoved a guy to the ground. What's the complaint about people around the NFL? They want some justice. Let's get it quick and let's get it over with. But they haven't done. I don't understand why they're dragging the feet on.
Make it a gazillion and one, John.
Wow,
we just showed it again. You think we're tired of cutting that piece of tape? Hey, get it over with, I agree. But what do you expect? Because I'll tell you, I still think he's going to get a stiff fine and maybe another game or two.
We will see. Well, the huddle broke late this afternoon, and the list is finally here. It's Tag Team Sports. Top high school wrestling teams in the area.
Gee, look who's number one
in the country. They're number one in the country. Got to give it to them. Number one is St. Ed's. Maple Heights is number two, followed by Solon, then Walsh Jesuit.
You see it there. Wadsworth, Springfield, Olmsted, and CVCA round out the top 8. Hey, we're going to start putting those on our website next week. Look for that as well. We'll have all of our lists on there. And we will see you guys at 10 o'clock as we throw it back.
All right, thank you, guys. Still snowing out there. We've got time for one last check of the weather.
And why not? One more time, we're looking at an overnight low tonight, about 8 degrees, and we will see some random flurries, also some snowbelt squalls developing, and the further accumulation most anywhere, a coating to an inch or so if one of the squalls wanders into your territory. But it's the high ground of the east of Cleveland. Traditional snowbelt area stands to pick up locally over the next 24 hours, another 6 inches or even more. High tomorrow, 18. The low tomorrow night, around 0 or even below in a few spots. Saturday, quiet, sun perhaps briefly early, clouds later. Low pressure area will pass to our south the way I see it. High Saturday, 20, a touch of light snow Saturday night, perhaps even Sunday, and 27. There will be a modest temperature rise as we head into next week. And as we all know, by Monday, we will have passed the midpoint of winter climatologically.
All downhill then.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yes,
Get up, break
downhill.
up from golf clubs, boy. Yeah. That's our news at 6. Lots going on tonight. Let's get together again at 10.
Third Rock and Drew Carey up next. We'll see you at 10 when we will update you on those school closings. Have a good evening.